Kick the truth to the young black youth. Proof. Kick the truth to the young black youth. Proof. Kick the truth to the young black youth. Proof.
How's everybody doing? You already know what it is. It's your boy Sion 919. This is the Proof in the Pudding podcast show, and I'm very excited about today's show because I got my peoples in the building. Definitely an innovator, moving, shaking in the game right here. And without any further ado, y'all already know he goes by the name of Mr.RaleighNC. So let's welcome him to the stage.
Yes,
How you
sir.
feeling today,
Sir.
my brother?
How you doing, my man? How you doing?
I'm chilling, bro. You've been doing it for a while, yo. For the people that may not know, let's let them know a little bit about yourself.
Go by the name of Mr. Raleigh, actually Lar'E aka MrRaleighNC. Like you said, man, been doing it for a while, man. Just trying to keep the passion alive, keep the faith driven,
Right.
and just keep the message alive, man. And just keep going, man. It's just something that I just can't stop doing, man. Like you said, man, we've been doing it for a while. Started with the poetry. A lot of people may know me a lot of people may know me as Alpha Male as well. We forgot to talk about that as well.
Right.
So yeah, man. Been here for a while, man. Re-innovating, keeping it fresh, keeping it new, and keeping it business, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I feel you on that. So before we talk about the evolution and all that, right? Let's break down the name, Lar'E DeVera.
Yes, sir.
What's the name? What's the meaning behind the name?
That's actually my government.
Word.
My government name is Lar'E DeVera.
Wow.
So that's just what it is.
That's just
so
wow.
When you hear that name, that's when it's really got personal.
Okay.
So like Lar'E DeVera is basically me getting back to just who I am as an individual, as an adult, and as a grown man, and as just a human. MrRaleighNC was a given name that had nothing to do with music, actually.
Right.
So we just ran with it because it was great for marketing.
Okay.
I got that name doing other shit. You know what I mean? So bringing it back to Lar'E DeVera was very important for me.
Yeah, I feel you on that. So let's talk about how you first got introduced to the music business.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I kind of it's always been business for me. Like my dad's dad played with Al Green. My mom dated one of the biggest DJs in hip hop back in the days, back in the 80s.
Right.
So I was always introduced to the business side of things, more so of artistry. I kind of kept tucked what I was doing artistry wise. I was just a poet, man, just actually using it as a therapeutic source, like seriously, you know what I mean? And the more I learned the business, the more I started being around different artists and different executives, the more I started to become an artist. And then I met the maker. Once I moved to Gatewood, I met the maker. Right. And the maker kind of sprouted my poetry into hip hop.
Okay.
And ever since then, it's been on.
Since then. So that's the thing right there. You said a powerful thing, how the poetry was therapeutic for you.
Right. Maker don't even know how important he is to my career.
Yeah. So let's talk about that right there, making that transition from the poetry. Where were you drawing your inspiration back then when you was doing your writing?
Just off of things that I was seeing, emotions that I was dealing with, um, and it's just really actually that simple.
Right.
Um, I honestly shouldn't have been dealing with those emotions at that age, but oh well, you know what I mean. Like once
Right.
God give you a mission, you just got to stick with it. But the
Yes.
poetry came, it came like that, but it was already in kind of structured form, so it was still different.
Right.
That's why it was easy for me to transform it into hip hop, like real hip hop though, like
Right.
not rap. You know what I mean? But
Right. Big difference.
big ass difference. But yeah, once it transformed into that, and then I still remember to this day, he was like, "Yo, if I give you a beat, you put something to it, it's yours." And shit, after that, it was a wrap. I did that in like 7 minutes.
7 minutes.
And
Yeah.
after that, it's been on. You know what I mean? He gave me full access to the studio, full access to anything that I needed. And then I took advantage fully.
Yeah. And let's talk about that right there, because a lot of people think it's just getting on the mic spitting. You say you took advantage of a lot. You already knew the business. So
Right.
how important is knowing the business in this game that we're in right now?
The the business side of it ain't for the weak. You know what
Right.
I mean? That's when you realize that it ain't about your talent as well. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, Decision making, strategic planning, marketing, um, dealing with people that you may not like, but it's still good to do business with them.
Right.
Learning those aspects of just of business kind of taught me the characteristics of life. You
Right.
know what I mean? So that was that's kind of kept me from signing contracts. To be honest,
That's a fact right there. That's a fact right there.
none
That
of that
business ain't right. Yeah.
real shit. I've never seen a successful contract. You know,
No. No.
until Master P came along.
Yeah. Master P did something that was never done before right there.
Still, yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
Yeah, that's a fact
Absolutely.
right there. So let me ask, okay, we're talking about the business right quick. We're gonna get into the artistry side and writing and stuff like that. But when it comes
Right,
to the
right.
business, what's two mistakes that artists normally make when it comes to the business?
Listening, listening, just
Right.
simple listening, bro. You know what I mean? Like, just shut the fuck up and listen, and you will. That's 100 steps taken for you right there.
Right.
And applying the knowledge.
Right.
Like,
Applying.
a lot of people tell you what they know, but they don't tell you what they've done.
Right.
You know what I mean? With the knowledge that they're giving you, you know, it's like it's good to be an OG and teach people and show them the ropes, but I can't show you the ropes that I ain't pull on. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, um, and then appreciate people that's been there before you, even if it seemed like you're doing something different. It's always a road that was paved before you. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
respect and attentive. Be attentive to the knowledge that's being presented to you.
Yeah.
That's priceless.
That's priceless right there. In the comments, they say great tips right there. So you definitely
Oh,
dropping
appreciate
jewels already. So let me ask you, bro. You say you grew up with two kind of people close to you that
it.
had
Right.
already kind of did it. Like, do you think that was an advantage for you? And what was that like? What was those relationships like?
Definitely. No, it wasn't. It was an advantage as far as bloodline.
Right.
As far as being able to tap into those people, I couldn't because that side of the family was distant.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I said, once my mom took off and did her thing, that side of the family was distant. So
Right.
that was something that I learned down the line um, as far as the father situation. Now with DJ Swan, I was hands on with him. Like he took
Okay.
my keyboard on tour with him. So
Wow.
that's how hands on I was with him. I still remember his shit to this day.
Yeah.
And he also gave me full access to all studio time. Anything he was the one that was producing Non Deuce at the time.
I remember Swan. I remember
Swan.
Swan.
I don't know if
Yeah.
you know. Big shout out to Swan. Like
Yeah.
Swan has a
Salute to
lot to do
Swan.
with my career as well. He gave me that outlet that nobody, to this day, nobody gave me the outlet that he gave me. Besides him and the maker, nobody
Right.
gave me full access to anything besides them two people.
Wow. So okay, looking back, right? What's two of the most important things that you learned from having access to the studio, being around them? What's two things that stood out the most that you learned?
Sound like finding your sound. finding your sound, finding your niche, finding um, your way into the beat, more so of just rap, 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 rap.
Right.
I had to learn. I learned early how to actually rap myself into the music, more so of just try to outdo the beat. You know, I don't know if that makes sense. You know what I
Right.
mean? Putting it together, I learned how to put it together very, very, very early.
Right.
So
So
just
they working together.
yeah, that's second nature. Like the studio part was second nature. I also learned that everybody don't need to be able to sing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
the studio is where it all comes together, and it amazed me to learn how to just adjust and maneuver sounds, and the input and the output amazed me because you can come in one way and then you can create it, and it
Right.
just come out like boom, and it's just, to me, that's like a high that you get without a drug. You feel me?
Nah, that's a fact right there. So let me ask, how hands-on are you in the process when it comes to creating your sound and creating your projects and your music? How hands-on are you?
I'm like 10 toes, 10 fingers on top of every single button pushed
Right.
when it comes to recording me. I was forced that way just because engineers, producers, people with studios, they be bullshit. You know what I
Facts.
mean? Like,
Facts.
so I was forced to learn how to make beats. I was forced to learn how to engineer. I was forced to get studio equipment, all that, just because they wasn't on the type of time I was on when it came to that hustle. You know what I
Right.
mean? So, um, and nobody wanted to build a relationship. I think that's what's missing in this area. Nobody wanted to build a relationship with the team. They
Right.
just wanted that quick dollar, da, 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 da. And their production was actually uh, complementing their prices. You know what I
Right.
mean? So like, it was a great price, but I definitely got what the fuck I paid for. You
Right.
know what I mean? But if I just
Right.
take a little bit more time and learn what I need to learn, not saying that I'm gonna be a better engineer, but I'll get better quality. You know what I
You get
mean?
better
And
quality.
what I
Right.
was, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, we all got to be real. We can't afford Sony Studios, my nigga. You know what I mean? We can't,
No, that's a fact.
so we're trying to wiggle and try to figure it out. But a lot of people just be bullshit when it came to that. So once I learned how to do all that shit, I stuck with it. I never let anybody just take it upon themselves. Even if I record with somebody, I'm still hands on with turn that down, take my mids up, take my mids down, take my treble.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that's very important. I think any artist should be hands on with if they feel like they sound is important, shit, be hands on with it.
Yeah, and that's real right there. And a lot of artists they don't know, so it's like, yo, that's a bonus to be able to hear it. Okay, this needs to go up. It's a skill in itself.
Yeah, absolutely.
People can rap all day, but it's like, yo, how did you first get into the engineering side? I know you say you kind of was thrown into it.
Right. I just felt like I have a unique voice, and I just felt like nobody was getting it right. I was
Right.
like, you muffling me, or you putting me under the beat, or you put me too up on top of the beat. Like I said, I just felt like nobody was taking their time with just learning my sound.
Right.
So I said, shit, well, fuck it, I'll just do it myself. And once I got it down packed, I said, shit, I mean, mine, you know.
Right.
I just stopped asking people, man. That's just really what happened. I stopped asking people, just kept doing my own thing, and once that started working, it was no reason to even go back and try to piggyback again and try to figure it out with somebody again. But what I'm doing is working. You know what I mean?
Nah, I feel you. So on the engineer side, what's 3 plugins you can't live without? Like, you in a session, give me 3 plugins that's a must-have for you.
Compressing. I need that
Compression.
compressor. Um, I only use about. I use my regular equalizer. I don't use a lot of plugins, bro, because I
No
believe
plugins.
in the natural sound. I use a
Oh,
compressor, I use my equalizer, and then I actually double up on the equalizer, and that's it.
wow.
I don't
Wow.
do no auto tunes. I don't do no reverbs. I might fuck with some echoes. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, even with my singers, if you listen to my once you listen to these tracks,
Right.
I don't even allow the singer to do the auto tune. You know what I mean? Like, we just straight raw with it.
Straight raw.
You know, because my thing is, if I can't give you whatever I give you on stage is what I gave you in the studio.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I'll never forget a fan. I got off stage and she said, "Yo, it felt like I was in the studio with you. I heard every word you said. It just felt so raw."
Right.
And from that point on, I never forget her. And from that point on, I never used anything to alter my sound ever again, because I took that as that was what I was trying to get across for my listener, to feel like they was in the studio with me. So once I got that point across, I was like, shit, that's what I wanted. I'm gonna stick with that.
Yeah.
So I don't even use them crazy plugins, bro.
Yeah. I respect that. That's real hip hop. That's taking it back, to the beat and the mic.
Absolutely.
So if you had to describe your sound, how would you describe it?
Shit. I would say raw. Style is pretty much raw and honest. You know what I mean? Like, and it's very convicting because, like I said, it's a therapeutic situation for me. So it's for me first,
Right.
And then for everybody to relate to, because there's a million people that's just like you. You know what I mean? Like, you just got to tap into them. So once they hear that music, they're going to tap right into it. But again, it's for me first. So it's like I said, my style is very convicting, very honest, and very raw, and very attentive and poetic, spiritual, uh, passionate, nasty, sexy, grown.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just music, man. You know what I mean? It taps into the emotion that the beat allows me to travel to.
Right.
So, I'm a Cancer, so we in tune with that water.
Right. I feel you on that. Right. So let me ask you. Okay. So what's your process?
In one word, I'll just say truth.
Truth. And that's the thing. It's like, so what's your process when you're picking your beats and your sound? Like when you're going in to make a project, take me through your process. How do you come up with your sound, and like how do you determine what vibe you're gonna go for? Do you already have it in mind, or what's that?
I don't. Actually, I don't. I don't have a concept of an album or EP or a project never in mind until I get the music.
Right.
The beat, the music shapes that. So whatever the first few tracks, like I might go for like actually the first track that I picked from the beat selection kind of shapes what direction I'm gonna go in for the whole project. Yeah. Because of whatever emotion I tap in there, I kind of keep that whole format to give it one whole meaning throughout the whole thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So if I get a track that's going to tap into more of a descriptive side, where I will consider more of a hip hop side, more than likely I'm gonna drop about 5 or 6 like that.
Okay.
Then I'll be like, yeah, just drop that as a project. You know what I mean? Like this project right here, the Lar'E project. I got more in tune with the R&B side, because that was being shoved to me. I was doing a lot of writing a lot of R&B for people, and I decided to keep a couple of them shit.
I feel you on that. I feel you. So, all right, let's talk about the evolution from doing that, right? From doing the poetry, being an artist, right? Because you've been putting in work for a while. I've known you for years. Absolutely. Always been a down brother.
You've been right there. You've been right there.
In the same trenches, right? So it's like, yo, yes, the evolution, to see you still shining, to see you still doing your thing.
You too, brother. You too, man. Like, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's a blessing.
I'm proud of you too, man.
I'm proud of you too as well, bro. So let me ask you, how did you get into the songwriting for other artists and stuff like that?
Actually, bro, DJ Chuck T. I don't know if anybody familiar with him.
Everybody knows DJ Chuck T.
He used to have these events going on down in Charlotte and shit, right? It was the NC versus Everyone.
Right.
I think that's what it was called, if I'm not mistaken.
NC versus Everyone, NC versus Everybody. One of the two.
One of the three, something like that. And he was I actually never performed at any of his events. I'm not big on the performance thing. I'm big on the networking.
Right.
And I went there, did some networking, and then from then on, I met a guy that had a plug with songwriting, and and desired a new sound for their company.
Right.
And I thought he was bullshitting. And we linked up, and he actually stayed an extra day in Charlotte, and we got busy. And he made some things happen that I'm still grateful for to this day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact.
So yeah, like so. Shout out DJ Chuck T. Like fuck with these events, man. You don't have to perform at everywhere. You can just network. You don't have to be seen all the time. You can just show up, network, and get the fuck on up out of there. Handle your business. I don't have to take pictures and I was here, I was there, I was just boom boom. Sometimes you just gotta show up and handle your business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So don't take these events lightly. You know what I'm saying? Like,
facts.
Just because they ain't let you perform don't mean you shouldn't go.
Yeah, and that's a fact right there. And that's one thing about you. You ain't afraid to hit the road.
Oh,
so let's talk about some of the places you've been. Let's talk about some of the places you done network and put it down at real quick.
Man, shit. Honestly, I was thinking about changing my name from MrRaleighNC into Mr. USA.
You working though. You working,
it's
bro.
It got to the point where me and the homies, man, we were just like, I get a phone call and I was like, yo, can you be here? And did it, you know, the number's right. Yeah, you know what I mean? And shit, I was blessed. I thank God that set me up because I had actually a career to where I had to travel.
Right.
All the time. Drive, fly. I think God was just setting me up for that pattern. You know what I mean? Because we're from that to, yo, I need you here to do this. I need you here to do this. I need you here to do this. Can you make it here? And I was like, jumping on the road ain't nothing.
Right.
So I started to find myself in just odd places. And shit, I loved it, man. I ain't going to front. It was beautiful. You know, I think that's why I encourage anybody that complain about their surroundings, you know what I mean? Shit, get on the road. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing stopping you, you know what I mean? Nobody stopping you, you know, get on the road, man, because you're going to network. It's easier. You're going to network and find people that actually believe in you, that a stranger believes in you more than your closest pal. And that's just some real shit.
Nah, that's a fact right there. So if you had to pick 3 places that's your favorite, what would they be?
Ooh. Damn. I would have to say the Bay.
The Bay.
That'd be 1. Tampa would be 2.
Tampa.
And I'll say Texas 3.
Texas 3. Yeah, that's dope right there. So you're hitting all points of the U.S. So it's like you're hitting every coast right there.
Texas, yeah, 3. I'll give Texas 3 because all those 3 places I have met people that kind of changed my life. You know what I mean? So those places will always stick out for me. Yeah. I'm thinking about moving to Tampa, actually.
You say you thinking about moving to Tampa?
Yeah, thinking about moving to Tampa. Yeah.
You know, Shelly D, that's where she from, Shelly D.
Oh, for real?
She from Tampa. That's where she's from. She from Tampa.
Know.
Yeah,
she look like old Tampa ass.
Yo, word. Yo, so that's how it be. But yo, you saying some real things. Tampa, you got to get outside.
Tampa different, man. Tampa. The reason why I say Tampa and not Miami remind me of Myrtle Beach. It's like kind of filthy. It's like, you know, you like 2 seconds from an STD. You feel me? But Tampa kind of clean, you know. Tampa still got that beauty, and it's clean. You know what I mean? Like, if you know the air smell good. You know what I mean? Still got the colors and shit. You know what I mean? But
and that's that cancer shit. You like the water too, so you know Tampa got the water. So
got that water, boy. Yeah.
So that's a fact. Yo, so let's break it down for the people that may not be familiar, right? Let's tell them about the alpha male era. Like, yo, what was the sound and what was yo? Because it's like every time it's like as we evolve.
Yo, like, I think I was angry then or something, my nigga. Like, bro, I don't know if anybody's listening to that alpha male era. Like, I sold that style too, by the way, but we ain't gonna go that far. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's different. You know what I mean? But Book T might be able to tell you more about that.
Okay.
I'll tell you this: we did a promo tour in Georgia. As Alpha Male, we did a promo tour in Georgia, right?
Right.
Shut it down. All of that shit. Next thing you know, I start hearing my ad libs and my energy and my sound everywhere out of this one person. So I let it go as a franchise, and then I just stopped. So a lot of people ask me to go back to the alpha male sound. I can't.
It's done deal.
Yeah.
Yo, and that's the thing. It's like, yo, that's the thing with artists, right? It's a difference. Nothing's new under the sun. But when you go to a certain city and you're putting your work in, and then they take your style and run with it, you know, how does that feel as an artist, as a creator? I know back in the day, everybody wanted to sound different. Nowadays, everybody want to run with the sound that's hot. So, yo, from your experience, how did that make you feel as an artist?
It felt wonderful, man. It felt great, honestly, bro. Like I wasn't mad at all. I was like, damn, like word, my nigga, like. But then what got me is it worked.
Right.
So I was like, damn, like it worked. They're like, okay, so I got something that works. So let me just focus on that engine. I got something that works. Let me keep working because whatever I'm doing works. You see what I'm saying? Like I can't do nothing about it. What I'm gonna go slap the nigga? You know what I mean? Fight the, you know what I'm gonna do?
Right.
You know, like, it worked for him at a different rate because he had the majors behind him. I didn't have that.
Right.
Maybe I should have did something different to where, you know, but you know, we was all honestly, I didn't need it then.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I tell people all the time, if I would have got it then, I'd probably be locked up, 10 baby mamas. Like I'd have been so hot headed with that shit. You know what I mean? Like so, you know, it wasn't for me then, it was for him. You know what I mean?
Right. Things happen for a reason. So it's like after that era, right? What things did you learn and what happened next?
Oh man. That era there, I learned that everybody ain't as serious just as you. You can't bring everybody. Uh, your blessing ain't the same as everybody else's. You can't share a blessing that ain't in full operation yet with people. Um, and protect your sound.
Protect your sound by all means. Definitely protect your sound. So okay, so you went through that, right? Take me through what's going through your mind. Was it like a revamp? It was like, yo, what happened next after that era right there? So it was like, now what do you do next? What was your next move?
That era after that, I kept recording. I always recorded, and then I started having kids.
Okay.
So you know how that go. Once I started having kids, I had to find a balance between the music and working and family. You know what I mean? Because that was something new for me, and that was something that I was trying to create. So once I started having kids, I calmed the fuck down, and that's kind of when I got locked up a few times. And that's when the MrRaleighNC shit started. You know what I mean? Everywhere I went, and you know how you get in trouble and shit. They call you by where you from. So that shit just kind of stuck with me. And then when I was out of town, out of state, they couldn't believe that I was from Raleigh. You know what I mean? So it was like, I ain't never met a nigga from Raleigh. I don't really fuck with niggas in Raleigh, but they will fuck with me heavy. You know what I mean? So that's how the MrRaleighNC stamp got hit. That started on some other shit. You know what I mean? So I took that piece and created the new sound once I left the Alpha Male sound. I said, well, you know what? We're gonna run with that. And that's what started the new era. I dropped the OC, the documentary mixtape. And that's when I think that's when y'all started coming around. And that's when I started doing the shows and the touring with Sun Move. And I started meeting you guys. Yeah. So when I met you guys is when that era started.
Yeah. So let's talk about that real quick.
The streets was on fire.
That's when the streets was on fire. That's what I was about to say. Let's talk about that right quick, because then it was almost like sparring. It was almost like gladiator school.
Man, that era was the best era ever. Wow. You know what I mean? Like, I wish this city could witness, like, these young boys around here, y'all niggas, man, listen. Y'all missed the hip hop era of Raleigh, North Carolina. You know what I mean? Like, that era, man, was the hungriest era I've ever seen in this city. We was doing 5 shows a week. You know what I mean? Like, Baltimore, VA, DC, Georgia, like everywhere with it. You know what I mean? And we was using an independent one, even like we wasn't even thinking about independence because we was already
It was
independent.
already
Like
independent.
it wasn't the thing to be independent because we was independent. You know what I mean? We did everything out of our pocket. We branded ourselves. We pay for our own traveling, marketing, radio promos, flight. Like we were labels. You
Right.
know what I mean? So that era, man, like I don't see that energy. And if that energy in the city was here, man, this city would be on a whole nother level.
It'd be a
You know
whole
what I
nother
mean?
level.
Like if we had then what social media is to these kids today, whew, Jesus Christ.
We all be filthy rich right now.
Lord, how much?
We'd be filthy rich right now, yo. So if you had to think like 2 moments, right, that stood out the most, what's 2 of your favorite moments from that time right there?
The brewery.
The brewery. Rest in peace to the brewery, yo. Most
Most
people don't even know about the
You know
brewery.
what I'm saying? The brewery. Shit. And the black ties, Tuesday night black ties. I don't know if niggas remember that. You know what I mean? I shut that down a few times.
Right.
You know what I
Tuesday
mean?
night black ties.
I even brung Cisco there one night. I mean, Cisco was on the same label at
Wow.
one point. They didn't even recognize him, bro. You know what I mean? Like he was in there looking like a,
Right.
you know what I mean? But I had Elite Records. I was signed with Elite Records. We had the same under management. Elite Records was who got you put to a major. So
Right.
it was like back in days it was something slash something. You know
Right.
what I mean? Elite was slash something.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But Black Ties, man, and the brewery, man, it was the rawest hip hop venues Raleigh's had, man.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's a fact. So let me ask you, yo, because you engineer, you produce, and you write, and you're the artist. So what part of the process do you enjoy the most? Is it the writing? Is it the creating, the recording, the performance? Which one, or the mix for you? Which one would be your favorite? Which one do you enjoy the most?
Dang, I ain't never ever been asked no shit like that. What do I enjoy the most? I want to say the actual. I'm a loner, so I'm gonna say the recording.
Right.
Recording it. Once it come out of my head, and it comes on the record, and then I get it to the point where how it sounded in my head, that fucking amazes me. You know what I mean? Like that shit drives me fucking to a drink and a blunt quick. You know what I mean? Like I be in this bitch celebrating like a motherfucker when I be recording. Like it's like a record with me. It's like a whole concert itself. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
A second to that would be performing, but the recording is like, you will be looking at me like, yo, calm the fuck down. And you're like, yo, I love the recording process.
Right. It's like giving birth though, almost. It's like going, like you said, from a thought to creating it. Now it's there. So it is that moment.
That sound, that harmony. And then you be like, putting all the pieces together, and you like, I knew that was gonna fall in. I knew that was gonna work. Take this out, add this, boom, boom, let it play, and it just voila. You're like, God damn, like
Creating a massive piece.
roll up, my nigga. You know what I mean? So it's ill. It's ill. Yeah.
Okay, so I know you love them all, right? But if you had to pick 2 projects that stood out the most that you've done, what 2 projects would you throw out there?
I had did a project called Love and Hip Hop.
Love and Hip Hop.
And then I did a project called Cat. And that was I dropped that before. I dropped that last year, and that was dedicated to my mom that passed last year. Yeah, those 2. The reason why Love and Hip Hop was is one of my, because that was very, very true. That was basically about my relationship and the business. You know what I mean? On how it was kind of torn. I was torn between the 2. You know what I mean? She didn't know that. But shit, we ain't together no motherfucker. But that CD was about how I was in love with 2 people, hip hop and her. You know what I mean? And she was making me choose between the two. You know what I mean? Because of the attention spans.
Right.
But and then the cat one was basically me dealing with my emotions about like I recorded that whole mixtape dealing with my mom passing. Like I didn't have
Right.
like she inspired me to get back up and record, and that was what came out. You know what I mean? So those two right there is the ones that classics.
I feel you on that. Yeah, you said a powerful thing, right? And a lot of artists go through it. We ain't gonna get in your business, right? But it's like,
Right.
yo, balancing love, family, relationships. Then you got your career.
Right.
Bro, how do you keep it in the road? I know it's like, yeah, we all go through it. It's
Man,
like,
look, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, it's funny because this shorty said some wild shit the other day. Like, I didn't know that this was that was my reputation. But anyway, my suggestion, man, like because I love what I do, you know what I mean, and it's a gift and a curse.
right,
You know what I mean? Let me say that first. You know what I mean? I will never stop doing what I do because of the therapeutic, like how where I can take when I deal with my shit, I can take it to the music, and that's what helps me.
right,
It just so happened to be a business, but I would never stop doing that. But that's an abnormal thing, you know what I mean? Like everybody doesn't even understand how you even can do that shit. You know what I mean? Like first of all, second of all, they don't take it as serious. Some people look at you recording music as you just trying to create something because it's fun.
right,
They're not really thinking that, oh, you really need to do this shit. You know what I mean?
right,
Might sound bad, man, but I'm single. I think that's something that if you're gonna, there's no balance. You know what I mean? Like
right,
either she's with it or she's not. Ain't no balance. You know what I mean? Like either you're gonna find somebody that can deal with it. I would say find somebody that's doing it, or that's just as busy as you are. That's the only balance that you're gonna find in a relationship with dealing with this, with being a recording artist, entrepreneur, engineer, fucking just a business owner itself. You know what I mean? That shit is a very lonely process. You know what I mean? Because you don't have time for a lot of shit. You know what I mean? So I would say either find your partner got to be just as strong as you, your system got to be just as strong as you, or you're not gonna find no balance. You're gonna be fighting for balance, more so fighting for your relationship. You know what I mean? So
no, that's real.
I'm
That's
the
real.
wrong person to ask about that because I would say ain't no damn balance. You know what I mean? Like,
Yo, but that's the thing. But you still, yo, that's the thing. It's like, but you still hold the family down. You're a good father. You know what I mean?
absolutely.
So it's like,
I hold my kids down. You know what I mean?
right,
Because when I say family, I mean household, wife,
right,
husband, kids. You know what I mean? Like that's what my goal was. You know
right,
what I mean? But it ended just being me a father for my kids. You know what I mean? Which I'm fine with that because again, God has a path for you, and you got to stay on that path. Nobody else's. You know what I mean? So,
yeah,
but my kids are a blessing. You know what I mean? So I thank God for them. And I wish that the relationships could be better, but we couldn't find the balance. And it's hard to find balance when there's no visual, like it, there's a vision that artists has.
right,
There's a vision that entrepreneurs have. You know what I mean? So before any artist with me, I'm a businessman first.
exactly,
You know what I mean? So just being a businessman alone causes an issue because you don't get money the same way as a normal citizen.
right,
So a lot of people look at the 9 to 5 as the way. You know what I'm
right.
saying? Like,
That's not the way.
but they
Nah,
don't understand that you're working for someone when you go to
right,
that 9 to 5, and I'm just that person that you're working for. It's just,
right,
you know what I'm saying? But
right,
I have to work a little bit harder than the person I'm paying.
right,
You see what I'm saying? So it's like to run this business is just as much as being an artist. So it's like you'll find. I'm speaking for myself because I don't want to get nobody no bad advice. I don't see the balance in it until there's success, because nobody sees what you see until you actually painted that picture. So I feel like once I be successful enough to where my kids can enjoy the fruits of my labor, then everything else will balance out.
Right.
But trying to balance it while I'm trying to figure it out, that ain't gonna work, because the balancing is gonna always change. I might get to a point where you're comfortable, but I might have to jump into an uncomfortable situation as far as business is concerned.
Right.
Because you're gonna always have to do uncomfortable shit to move forward as far as an entrepreneur is concerned. And that may knock off the balance over here. So you're gonna always be readjusting. So once you get to a point where your adjustments are like non-adjustable, it's like pretty much a float. Everybody good. Your businesses are basically handling themselves. Shit, anything could balance out. You know what I mean?
At that point, right?
Yeah,
It's just getting there. This part right here is the hard part, making it
process.
right.
Yeah, but it's all about what people want. That's mainly what it is. If you want balance more so, if you want the relationship to work more so of your business, there's your balance.
Right. Right. Now I feel you on that. So not only have you been doing tours and balancing and doing businesses and stuff like that, let's talk about this tour right here. I got a clip. I'm gonna play a clip of a tour, and then we're gonna talk about what that experience was like real quick. All right?
Oh, okay.
All right, we're gonna jump to that right quick.
I'm trying to get it how I live, man. They don't know. To get low and stack a million. They don't know. To count low is what it is, man. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know the business.
They don't know I keep that troll, keep that midi, keep that blow. All I know is get that dough, stack that cash and I move it slow.
This your boy DJ Dunham.
Okay.
Our nigga MrRaleighNC out the bell. Here we go.
I hit her with it and she came right back. That love last year is like fiends for the crack. On a pillow, leave a red rose. For every day that goes by, only God knows. We make it minute for minute, hours for hours. Take it day by day, it's your turn for the showers. We can hit that mall and grab an outfit just for the night. The only woman in the world made wrongs my right. The jealousy these other bitches breed don't matter. You can kill all that other bullshit. See, I'd rather be where that money be. Pussy doesn't flatter. Throw a couple stones, watch that bullshit shatter. Kinda funny how it all came together. We got to know each other, started growing up together. Nobody to blame for emotions insane. Was at the end of my rope and she was ready for change. So I stuck in the same, trying to conquer the pain from the ways of the world, trying to shelter the rain. Dear God, catch me praying for the sunlight. I needs love, Cool J, that good life.
They don't know. I'm trying to get it how I live, man. They don't know. To get low and stack a million. They don't know. To count low is what it is, man. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know the business. They don't know. I'm trying to get it how I live, man. They don't know. To get low and stack a million. They don't know. To count low is what it is, man. They don't know. They don't know. They don't know the business.
They don't know I keep that troll, keep that midi, keep that blow. All I know is get that dough, stack that cash and I move it slow. Say he good when he reach a million. Whenever I'm good, I really don't know. Have no plans to be cashing in. Know how it feels to really be broke. Niggas round here trying to check my cream, hitting on me, know I'm doing my thing. Fake ass niggas got my brother in the beam. Plus niggas know about the troubles I bring. Niggas better think about family before you wanna go and dishonor me. Another funeral is not new to me. Another man headlines eulogy. They don't know how to keep that dough. I really don't know why they in this for. Crowd in my city and stir my flow. Everything done, it be all for the show. Down over pride, niggas down over hoes. Down over colors of another man clothes. All about money, man, I really don't know. All I'm trying to do is relax my foe. Always told better stack that cash. Know to ease up when the feeling gets bad. Bitches play game and these niggas be crab. Comes to the white, better cop that slab. Trust ain't shit, got a fucked up past. Waist gets full, better dump that trash. Everything good, got the streets on smash. Hating ass niggas that can kiss my ass.
They don't know.
Everybody claiming want to battle me. Living how we live and see. Normal see the casualty. Pacify these pussy niggas, never even seen the street. Need to leave this game alone. Glorify his niggas' pain. Still I gotta ride, homie. Desperate need to see you change. I see you smiling, ain't a damn thing funny. Struggle my position from the rain, made it sunny. Kicked a couple doors down. Hunger, pain, and agony. Jealousy. Kept a couple cowards out my strategy. Felonies. Lawyer got him dropped to the misdemeanor. But see, my priors had the judge on his middle finger. They love to see a nigga on his back. Looking, staring at the ceiling on that skinny ass mat. I seen too many days when them crackers holler trays. Now them crackers call my phone to negotiate the pay. Crackers took occasions like niggas to the Nick Dirt. West Coast flex, boy, I made it from the kids hurt. Crackers took occasions like niggas to the Nick Dirt. West Coast flex, boy, I made it from the kids hurt. Trying to duck these demons, searching for my semen. Niggas just like bitches now, easily they clinging.
Yo, got a lot going on. Shakedown. Salute to the Shakedown.
That shit was fight. Hey, yo, rest in peace, Shakedown Street.
Rest in peace to the Shakedown Street.
That's a historic video right there, young.
Yo, definitely. So what was it like that night? And tell the people that may not be familiar what was going on. That was the intimacy tour.
Whew. I was over here rocking with that. But that was the last. That was when I brought it back to Raleigh. That was the last joint. That joint right there. We went. That was the same night as the BET Awards. You know what I mean? Like we went in that night. We had a great turnout. It was cameras everywhere. We ended up. The DJ ended up switching the mood. We ended up locking the doors in the joint. Wow. Man, that shit was something different, man. Like that was a birthday to remember. I'll never forget that shit, bro. I watched that behind the scenes tape a lot. You feel me?
Right. So that was one of them nights for the Bucks right there.
Yeah. That's funny that we're playing that one because this year, June 28th, is we're kicking off the tour again.
Right.
And we're doing another bash. But this one is gonna be at the Bowstrings in Raleigh. It's gonna be outside. We're gonna enjoy the weather with it this time. And this one gonna be a little different, a little bit more sexy, a little bit more, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Yo, let's talk about it, because that's the thing. That's the evolution. So, all right, from that one to this one. Yes. A lot has changed and things that happen.
Yes.
So what can the people expect on this one right here compared to the first one?
This one and the music from the first one was the Love and Hip Hop. That's the tour that was the Love and Hip Hop tour.
Right.
Them tracks was crazy. But if you listen to the lyrics on them clips, you can hear the personal shit that I'm talking about.
Right.
In that track. Like that shit just took me back a little bit. But this joint right here, this is called the Lar'E Project. It's a sound that I created as far as like R&B. I basically call it adult hip hop. You know what I mean? Like we're trying to put the love back in the atmosphere. We're trying to put when it comes to the R&B and talking about the ladies and shit. And of course, we still got the therapeutic behavior type music going on. And then we're starting the tour back up this year. June 28th is the first day of that at the Bowstrings of Raleigh.
Bowstrings of Raleigh.
And I need that turnout right there again. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I'm definitely in the building for that one right there. I'm definitely in the building.
That's gonna be a crazy one. We're gonna be outside too, enjoying the weather. Hopefully it don't rain. It rains every year on my birthday, so we're gonna pray and put the spirits out, you know what I mean, to hold the clouds, you know what I mean? So, because it's an outside event and I want it that way, you feel me? So.
Right. Well, that makes sense right there. So, with this project, is it an album? Is it an EP? What can the people expect with this one?
This is the EP. Somebody told me it was an album because there's 8 tracks on it. But to me, it's EP because we come from 24.
20.
Yeah, I mean?
More. Yeah, 20 or more.
Yeah, so to me, it's a motherfucking EP. Right. It's R&B hip hop, you know what I mean? Again, with this project right here, we're pushing the R&B singles more so the hip hop therapeutic joints. Just because again, we at the time in life and the time as a culture, as men, you know, I don't care you black, white, yellow, green, or whatever. We just need to put the love back in the atmosphere, back into our ladies, man, and let them know that they don't have to be so hard. You know what I mean? They don't have to be so tough and so, quick to shield. You know what I mean? Like, they can actually
Right.
open up, communicate, talk to us again. And as men, we need to be a little bit more vulnerable with how we feel about them again. You know how back in the day we used to have to get, you know what I mean? We used
Yeah,
to
you
have
have to put that work in.
You feel me?
You have to put that work in. You have to put that work in. You have to
Nigga,
wind
you
it
feel
down
me?
and
Like,
romance a little bit.
like, it don't make sense to me no more. Like, it has to make sense. Like, it don't like the dating game don't make sense to me no more. So I'm trying to get it back to where it makes sense. And I kind of feel like music shapes that.
It
You know what I
does.
mean? So we can put out some good music that shapes some good loving. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to say don't get you no good loving. Just, be careful who you do it with. You know what I mean? And enjoy who you're doing it with. You know what I mean? And enjoy your partner more so your partners. You feel me? So we trying to change the narrative, and hopefully we can recoup those blessings. You feel me? Because
Right.
our women are our reproducers, man. So we got to get them back reproducing on a frequency that encourage us men to be men again. You feel me?
Right. We gotta put the men back in the house. We gotta put the men back, set the order back right.
Yeah, we got to set the order back. You feel me?
Yeah. Nah, that's a fact right there. I got the cover art right here. I think this is the cover art right here. Boom.
Absolutely. She fire. That's the
Yeah.
track listing. That's what we would consider the back.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't know how they do it these days since it's all digital, but that's the back. That's the back of the joint. You
Wow.
feel me? Yeah, 8 tracks. Yeah,
Okay.
I consider that an EP. My man said it's an album, but whatever.
All right, we're gonna keep it up for a minute. Let's talk about the green light real quick. What can people expect with that one?
Green light. You want me to play it?
Yo, let's play it then. Let's do that.
I can give y'all some exclusives. You know what I mean? That's not a problem. You feel me? We can go one for one. I'll play a little bit. Nah.
Right,
Green light is featuring Deja. Deja, I want to say she's new to the scene, but she's not new to like singing around in the area. She's from Durham.
Right.
And she jumped on this track, blessed it with me. This is kind of going to give y'all the feel of that R&B sound that I'm trying to bring back to hip hop. I'm trying to be like the R. Kelly of rap right now and shit.
You sure the R. Kelly? You want to be the R. Kelly?
I mean, as far as music talent is concerned, yes. But as far as, thinking with my penis, hell no.
Nah, I mess with you, bro.
Shit, that shit, they're rough. Yeah,
it's real out here, bro. It's tight right now.
No means no.
That's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact.
This track right here called Green Light.
All right.
They gon' hate to see you happy, man, you know the drill. I'ma put my name behind it, let you know what's real. I don't have no time to play, baby, I'm grown for real. Fuck with nigga like me, yo, mommy choose a pill. Supreme light, they dream life, reach height. She go night in them cute tights. They come across some things that you don't wanna see, but it's okay, it's alright. Ain't no front enemy. I tell her one destination, and that's what we gon' be. We gon' talk a couple issues, ain't no beefing with me. We gon' change the situation, be relating in peace. Let it let it talk, they gon' drill it in deep. I post up on her, tell me come inside. All up in it, tell me come inside. I eat that pussy, then it's homicide. I bust her good, now she traumatized. What's in her mind as far as I know, but it's all good. Killing with kindness and dishonesty, I'm all good. Yeah, baby, careful how you stepping on this hard good. Sliding on marble in a socks, girl, it's all good. I see you happy, and your dugout getting happy. In the clubhouse where it really happened. Look around for what you grabbing. Just hold on, let it happen. Let it go, it's still in passion. Oh yeah, totally back it. On your body, you're snacking. Sensation, some action on your body in motion. See, I be holding on while she posting. See, I was all up on it, you provoking. Now we all alone, now she open. See, I enjoy your body in motion. See, I be holding on while she posting. See, I was all up on it, you provoking. Now we all alone, now she open. See, I enjoy your body in motion. See, I be on it on while she posting. See, I was all up on her, you provoking. Now we all alone, that she open. See, I enjoy your body in motion. See, I be on it on while she posting. See, I was all up on her, you provoking. Now we all alone, that she open.
That's my shit right there.
Yeah.
You hear me, boy?
Yeah, that's a fact. Yo, salute to Sean Jefferson. He said reminds him of some Camp Low type of style. Nice.
Hey, yo, I like, that's North Carolina too.
Yeah, facts right there.
I like
Camp
where
Low.
he's going with that.
Yeah, so that's dope right there. And that's the green light.
That's green light. That's very sexy.
Yeah, featuring Deja.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Deja's on my album on my EP 3 times. Okay.
All right. So we got what else we got up there, yo? You want to preview any more? Cause I know you say you got about 8 up there.
We can preview the whole thing. This is a Scion show, bro. I got you.
Let's do it. I got you. Let's rock with it, yo. Let's rock with it. Let's keep it rolling.
The next one is
let me put it. I got you right here, bro. Wanna Love.
Ooh, yeah, that's sexy too. Okay. This one's called Wanna Love featuring Deja again. She came through and went ham. You feel me?
All right. He said she out of Durham.
Huh?
She from Durham.
She's from Durham. Yep.
Yeah. Salute to Deja. All right.
She also performed. I did a birthday celebration for my mom on December 7th last year. That's when I actually previewed these tracks. We actually all performed them.
Oh wow,
man! We saw that. That was a crazy. She actually did better on stage than she did in the studio.
Yeah. So,
you know what I mean? So we actually gonna bring that back around February 13th at Doja Lounge for the Valentine. We'll talk about it later.
Okay.
But this right here is called Wanna Love.
Okay.
Deja and Soul Ghost.
See, I wanna love. On your body, yes, your body. See, I wanna
I'm gonna go to a video. I'm gonna throw to the video and we're gonna bring it back. You can hear me? I'm gonna throw to the video. Go out and come back.
Baby girl, nigga told me back in the day, what you see on Lar'E, she gone. You heard me?
Tantu, teaching you the language. Let's go.
Fuck with me if you want to. Have you doing things that you won't do. Want a boyfriend did a cross move. Feeling like there's no curfew. Ain't gotta go home, you don't want to. Yeah, I know real comfortable. Yeah, ever come real close to you. Yeah, no room for lies. Not your ordinary type of guy. Ride open road or we can fly. No signal, good alibi. Takes our time, girl, take it easy. See, got days, girl, roll the weed. We got business, check my teeth. Shorty say I'm good, then Titans teeth. I.E. nigga, check that sheet, say we overseas. Kinda feel good just to feel the breeze. Really feel good just to see some cheese. Told little mama just to hold the mud. Told baby girl where we gonna be. Still no ice, my Hennessy. Sit back, watch, now I like to tease. For sure, I know she with it. Started from the bottom, now we living life explicit. For sure, I know she with it. Shawty handle business. Fuck about your feelings, For sure, I know she with it. Started from the bottom, now we living life explicit. For sure, I know she with it. Shawty handle business. Fuck about your feelings,
Now she be getting in man. Sticking that money up over the floor. Now she walking that door with her brand. Yeah, I used to be wearing her sister clothes. Now she be wearing designers. Yeah, she be wearing the finest. Cavalli and Dolce Gabbana. Prada and Breaking Bad rocking. Reebok, I'm Louis Vuitton rocking. Adrian Vinny, DDBC, BGTC. You know that she got me. She ain't no love. That's how they be popping. No love, cause niggas be talking. She with it. I know that she with it. Of course, I'm stuffing the pockets. She with it. I know that she with it. Of course, I'm loving that knocking. That knocking. She loving that knocking like she love the profit. Okay, stressing over petty things. Now we getting to the money. Money never getting old. Shawty stay up on the pole. Like I found a pot of gold. Shawty she handle the business. Want a rough neck to get loaded and get this. Get her the ready nigga that be with it.
For sure, I know she with it. Started from the bottom, now we living life explicit. For sure, I know she with it. Shawty handle business. Fuck about your feelings. For sure, I know she with it. Started from the bottom, now we living life explicit. For sure, I know she with it. Shawty handle business. Fuck about your feelings.
All right, you can hear me now, bro?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good, bro. Yo, salute the Forte the Giant, Mogul Media Entertainment in the building, right?
Forte, yeah, but that man definitely salute to man. Every time me and Forte get up, it's good business. You know what I mean? We'll do a song. He came to me for 2 tracks. We'll do 2 tracks, 2 videos. Boom, boom.
Back to back.
Knock it right out. No problem. I ain't never worked with nobody like him.
Yo, Forte the Giant. He is definitely another legend in the game and grinding consistent right there. Dope brother. Salute to Forte.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a fact right there.
Flowers while he is alive. I mean, there's some things behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know as well.
That's a fact right there, yo. Legend. Carolina legend right there. You can't even mention Carolina hip hop and not mention Forte the Giant in there with, you know what I mean?
A lot of people do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the real ones know. You know what I'm saying? We know.
Right.
Yeah, they, you know, the ones that was in the gym shooting, they know. So yeah, salute to Forte the Giant right there, yo. We was listening to Want to Know, but I think you had got a call or something right there. That was the joint. Days of the second joint. All right.
Right. So that one again was called Wanna Love. We can get back into it. It's fire. I'm quite sure y'all want to hear it again anyway.
Right, yo. Let's run it, bro. That's what we're doing, yo. We're celebrating today, bro. We're celebrating. It's history right here.
Look, and I appreciate you too, brother. You know what I mean?
You already know it, bro. It's a long time, bro. We've been in the paint together, bro. Many years now.
Yes, sir. And here we is now doing some shit. You feel me? That's consistency, brother. I like
consistency, bro. You already know it.
Wanna Love, ladies and gentlemen. Pull out the Bel Air for my boy today.
All right. That's how we doing it. Pulling up.
You get them exclusives, you know what I mean? See, I
Talk about the things that I really want to do. Everything here is between me and you. Think about the things that she says come through. Time to take a little break from your stress. Post a little try that my suggestion. Let it all go and confess. Repent, we can pray to reflect. Teach me move slow, go deep. Kissing every inch of your features. Make a few plans with the breach. Sometimes I feel she's a key. What she please. A masterpiece is a creature. Romance and be climax to the rhythm coming from the speak. One more time for you pass out. It'll be a few weeks for a sleep. Eat a real good meal, then we nap out. Must go, but I don't wanna leave. Just a few more months, I'ma cash out. For the cash, I'ma go where it's stampede. Some of those proceed for the fast route. Teach me again how to love and appreciate it all. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta speak, she be knowing what I'm talking about. Hit the right spot for the knockout. Calling on me just because. Knowing how good we discuss. Yeah, nobody but us. Keeping these feelings in touch. Feelings, no reason to rush.
Y'all can pre-order that motherfucker right now on purplehearted.com. You feel?
Yeah, they're in the comments, bro. They're in the comments.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Sean Jefferson is my OG right there, yo. Definitely, yo. He said this that elevated music that has you want to stand in the elevator.
Comments. I can't see the comments, but if you know, I appreciate it all. Bad, good. You know,
nah, it's all good. I'm gonna read it for you. He said this that elevated music that has you wanting to stay in the elevator.
Oh man, well, stay in that motherfucker. Lock the door, my nigga.
Yeah, I feel you, yo. And then my baby girl right here, she said she definitely feeling this one, yo. So salute to you. You know I love you and all that. So definitely appreciate the support.
I appreciate it.
All right, so yo, she said fire. She said fire. Let me see what's the next. What's number 3, yo? We're gonna keep it going, yo. We celebrating, bro. You've been putting in work for years, bro.
Yes, sir. Ain't nobody gonna get this exclusive like this neither. Everybody else gonna have to wait. What's the 3?
Conquer.
Ooh, this for the fellas.
June 28th, right?
This for the fellas, right here. No.
It's exclusive right here. Conquer.
This guitar and this bitch crazy.
Not giving a fuck. Pressure is up. Better for duck. Feathers get plucked. Loving this rush. Loving this up. Blessings be cuffed. Nothing's discussed. Moving's a must. Feeding this lust. What else you touch? Switching my ties up. Before they get tied up. Cutting the wind us. Militant mind us. Gonna leave it behind us. Step with the brick. Let them swim with them dishes. Should become vicious. Before leaving the kitchens, we clean up ridiculous. Washing them dishes. Hold up. Come from the struggle, conquer the pain, strengthen the muscle, prayers remain. The more you progress, the more niggas change. Accountability ain't no one to blame. Life gotta change, pump out the fame. That's all we need, this shit ain't the same. Missing my mother, feelings remain. Pour out the liquor, we pour my champagne. Be missing my mother, shit ain't the same. Be feeling like I ain't inside of me. I look at my kids, be looking like them. They gotta be faced with reality. Nothing can change my mentality. Been always in charge of my salary. No niggas say that they made me. Like no niggas say that they raised me. The mama, she say that I'm crazy. Ain't fucking with niggas, they lazy. All business gotta pay, man. And that pussy won't slay, man. You see me white to the brick. She said she in love with the stick. I think she in love with the mix. Lifestyle, piece of shit. Come from the struggle, conquer the pain, strengthen the muscle, prayers remain. The more you progress, the more niggas change. Accountability ain't no one to blame. Life gotta change, pump out the fame. That's all we need, shit ain't the same. Missing my mother, feelings remain. Pour out the liquor, we pour my champagne. Come from the struggle, conquer the pain, strengthen the muscle, prayers remain. The more you progress, the more niggas change. Accountability ain't no one to blame. Life gotta change, pump out the fame. That's all we need, shit ain't the same. Missing my mother, feelings remain. Pour out the liquor, we pour my champagne. Hold up.
guitar on that
Yeah.
bitch is crazy.
Who made that beat, bro? That shit right there, full
Man.
right there.
Man, I got two of the most amazing producers, man. Monopoly Beats and Paul SBAR Beats, man. They on the cover as well.
Yeah.
Man, they just out of nowhere started blessing me with music, man. Like I prayed for some consistent producers, and God said, "Here you go, pow pow."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even in the email, they said they felt like they was blessed to bless me with music. You know what I mean? Ever since then, it's just been blessing me. But I mean, like every other day, they might send me a 14 pack. I said a 14 pack. You hear me?
Every other day.
Every other day, I might get an email. Bing! Like another. Like they force me to keep recording, bro. Like
right.
You know, so I don't have to do the YouTube beats no more. You feel me? I'm blessed.
That's a fact right there. And again, Sean Jefferson said that last one was straight fish grease. Straight fish grease.
Right, baby. You feel me?
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
That's a fact right there. That's definitely a banger right there. Okay, the next one, Bounce Back.
Bounce Back. Bounce Back is a track with me, G Pablo, and XL Diamond. I did a track. I did that track and just had the hook on it. You know what I mean? And I was like, yo, I need a different presence on this track. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not too big on the club atmosphere. You feel me? Like I'm a laid back. You know what I mean? I go to a club, I might grab a bottle, sit back, and you know what I mean, enjoy myself, dance with like one or two bras in the corner. You feel me? But
I feel that.
so I'm not big on the club tracks. You feel me? But this hook was just so fire, I couldn't let the song just go to waste. So I was like, how about y'all jump on the song? I'll just stay on the hook, but I'll still put it on my album. But y'all carry the weight. You feel me? And that's what this one joint is. And it came out amazing. This joint right here is called Bounce Back, featuring G Pablo and XL Diamond. And G Pablo is who just called me too. You know what I mean? He watching and calling me at the same time, gonna disturb the beat.
Pablo. yeah, that's black people for us. Yo, like, yo, they know you're in the interview.
No, nigga, no. All right, hold on. This right here, Bounce Back right here.
All right, that'll work. Exclusive, y'all. The joint drop June 28th. Be sure to check that out. You can pre-order. You can pre-order that right now, though. It's coming.
Right now. Purplehearted.com, 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 and at Purple Hearted Radio. You know what I mean? We'll try to go that way right now. Boom. You can play your shit on there too, boy. All right, here we go.
Let's get it.
All the club DJs, y'all might want to get this in your life. You hear me? She grinding on me, that she bounce back. Shot it bounce back. Hold up. Bounce back. Bounce back. Bounce back. Bounce back. Bounce back. Make it bounce back. Bounce back. Bounce back. She grind on me, that she bounce back. Bounce back. Bounce back. Bounce back. Make it bounce back. Bounce back. Bounce back. She grind on me, then she bounce back.
Bounce back, he got right. I bounce back. Calculate, concentrate. That's a fact, it's hard. I'm taking cause the way I up, down, down, I know it coming back. The way I up, down, down, I know it coming back.
Bounce back. Bounce back. Bounce back. Make it bounce back. Bounce back. Bounce back. She grind on me, then she bounce back. Bounce back. Bounce back. Bounce back. Make it bounce back. Bounce back. Bounce back. She grind on me, then she bounce back. Hold up.
Yeah, thank bounce girl, what's that? What's that? That booty shapes like a drum skirt. It's so fat, she gon' bounce that. Ooh, watch her bounce back. Yeah, she gon' grind more than my prayer. I'm gonna call her hamstring. Whoa.
Bounce back. Bounce back. Bounce back. Make it bounce back. Bounce back. Bounce back. She grind on me, then she bounce back. Bounce back. Bounce back. Bounce back. Make it bounce back. that shit right there. That's
that.
provocative.
That's that brothers. That's that brothers 3 right there.
Man, and the thing about this record is they're husband and wife. You feel me?
That's rapping on it.
XL Diamond and G Pablo, that they husband and wife.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So again, we putting the love back in the atmosphere. You see what I'm saying? Like
Right.
that whole bounce back. You know what I mean? That's them talking to each other about how they keep each other sexy. You know, bounce that thing back on me though. You know what I mean? Like so. Again, we pushing that relationship, that black love. You know what I mean? So that was bounce back.
Yeah, that's hard right there. That joint right there. Hard. Salute to them. They from NC too?
G Pablo's from Durham. I don't know what XL's from.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I think she's from the country somewhere. I know G Pablo. He's from Durham.
Yo, he said I take copies of that to every strip club I know. Strip club DJs need that.
They do need it. You heard me. He on my. You need to be on my marketing camp. Holla at me, player. You feel me? Like, the marketing campaign is rolling out. The paperwork is in the mix right now.
Yeah,
join the team, brother. You feel me?
Yeah. Sean Jefferson, hit him up. Sean Jefferson he's definitely got the experience. Like I said, he's one of my OGs, definitely been there through my whole career. So salute to him for tuning in. The next one is Love Comes Easy.
Ooh wee. This one right here. This my pop joint right here. Like this right here.
Pop record right here.
This right here gonna take it to a whole nother level, man. You know what I mean? Like DJ's been waiting on this because I had leaked this to the DJ pool. You know what I mean? Like before I even got Deja on it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they was like, please, when you finish with this record, send it to me. And I ain't sent them shit yet. But
make them wait, bro. You got them waiting for it.
This the one right here. This one's featuring Deja as well. She went crazy on this record, man. Like one take. She took this one. She Jay-Z this one. One take, no paper. You hear me?
Right. Love Comes Easy, y'all.
She's kind of somebody that people might need to watch out for, but she kind of shy with the artistry, so she ain't pushing like being that big successful singer.
Right.
But fuck with me, it's gonna happen. But because this song right here, watch it.
Out of here. It's a world exclusive, y'all. This joint drop June 28th. Y'all getting a preview right now on the proof, yo.
Yeah, this shit right here crazy.
I'm just trying to have a good time. Leaving all this stress behind. Take a couple shots of wine. You really got me feeling it. You really got me in it. I've never been so far away. I think that I'm in love. You make love come easy. Baby, I can read your mind. I'm just trying to have a good time. Leaving all the stress behind. Take a couple shots of wine. You really got me feeling it. You really got me in it. Never been so far for you. I think that I'm in love. With me, girl, you know the procedure. We go up all day, no leisure. Get in touch with me, so I might reach you. We gon' display love on the dance floor. Dance all night, what we came for. Ways that you feel like can't ignore. Man, in your life, what you prayed for. Still pass me the class with that pray relapse. Stress in my rear view, never look back. Spark that killer, baby girl, hit that. I love jealousy and I never look back, Baby girl, so into you when you got me in the mood. Feel like if I don't keep me next to you, let it won't feel this for you. I'm just trying to have a good time. Leaving all the stress behind. Take a couple shots got me feeling. You really got me in it. I never been so far away. I think that I'm in love with you. You make love come easy. The first time I see you, got me feeling like I'm in the new. Sometimes I open up to you. You make love come easy. 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 I'm just trying to have a good time. Leaving all this stress seats time. Take a couple shots, I'm fine. You really got me feeling. Boy.
Man, let me tell you something. You didn't take me too fast with that one, bro. You said pop. I don't think I didn't know what to expect with that joint right there, bro. You got a dance record right there. I felt like I'm on Glenwood or somewhere.
That's my shit right there. I can't wait to drop that in the club. You hear me?
Bro. Yeah, you gonna do a video for that one?
Absolutely. It's a dance team that's trying to get involved with that video. So
right.
Just want to make sure that come out absolutely right. We might do that in Tampa. You know,
I feel you on that. Yeah, that's a big record right there. Yeah, that's one of the world music dance type songs right there. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, that's facts right there. Yeah, I like that
one. My favorite ones. Yep.
Yeah, and then I like the speed up and the change up too. It's like it breaks down, then it pick back up. I like
Shorty J did that beat, bro.
Shorty J.
You remember Shorty J?
I remember Shorty J. Yeah,
he did that beat. You know what I mean? We bring. Look, I don't lose contact with people, bro. I keep trying to make my people great. You feel me?
Yeah, salute to Shorty J. Yeah, another legend right there. Yeah, another legend right there. All right, we got a comment before we go to the next one. Hold on, let's see what they got. Okay. So it'll be available to purchase on his website June 28th. Correct. Man, tell his marketing team to take Bounce back to the strip clubs. He needs a video for that. I'm telling you.
Absolutely. The pre-order is you can pre-order it right now on the website.
Right now.
June 28th, it will be available on the website along with more exclusive offers. But of course, you're gonna have your simple release, your iTunes and your Spotify's. I'm still debating on keeping it exclusive to the website or going to the masses of that right now. Because the last project I dropped, I didn't go to the masses. I kept it all home. I kept it all purplehearted.com.
Right.
We did very well. But I've been encouraged to do other because, it's just we want this project to reach as many people as possible. So even if we got to play that game, we're going to just plug in the remotes and play that game. You feel me?
I feel you.
So June 28th is going to be on all platforms, but I prefer you go to purplehearted.com and make that your home. You know what I mean?
No, that's a fact right there. We got another comment right quick. Hold on. I got the roll, but love the show. Okay, yo, salute Sean Jefferson. Yo, you know it's all love,
salute,
bro.
Brother.
Definitely appreciate you. Yeah, he said he got a new artist in his playlist now, so he definitely about to tap in with you right there. Yo.
I appreciate
you. Be safe out there, bro. You know it's all love. All right, so we're gonna keep it rolling. That was Love Come Easy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the next one is the Interlude Freestyle.
Interlude Freestyle. That basically gives everybody a little gist of where I come from. I'm gonna do like a interlude freestyle on each project, and it's kind of like it's gonna because I'm gonna do 5 and then I'm gonna be done with it. On the 5th project, that 5th story is gonna be the complete story.
Right.
You know what I mean? So each piece, like each EP, is gonna have an interlude freestyle on it that's telling the story about how it started and how it's going and how it's going to end. So those freestyles is going to have a start point and a current point,
right,
at some point, and then on the last project that I do is going to have the ending point. So this is the beginning.
Okay. So it's the interlude freestyle, y'all. Exclusive. The joint drops June 28th. Be sure to support purplehearted.com. Y'all already know MrRaleighNC in the building. Interlude freestyle. Let's get it.
Let's get it. This fucking beat crazy. Ready that boy.
All started off in the bullshit. Back when dancing was acting the fool with me. Me and man, it's rest in peace. Started to go down to these steps lately. Doing flips on the mattress in the new world. Was actually enjoying myself. Was in my own world. Then we moved to Raleigh off of Western, right up Beauty Street. Memories, little to none, but some vividly. Then we moved to Park 3 off of on the road. Here we go, no friends again. Be prepared to roll. Then we moved to Gatewood. Have been everywhere, reason everywhere I'm good. Think about it. Couple homies blow a brain about it. Yeah, sure that she bad, but it's a brain about it. So my life is trash, don't wanna hear about it. Grown man learns to relax, draws playing around. Executing profits. Before we came to plug, had to mesh within the sockets. Covered it, they hated it, these niggas couldn't stop it. Soldier, warrior, the mind of the prophets. Ross.
So yeah, that's the freestyle right there. Just to give you a little gist of just the story, man. I'm gonna break down the story in 5 different pieces. The video for these joints is gonna be like a movie. Right. This is actually gonna be the first video for this EP, and it's basically gonna be like a movie introduction because we're kind of trying to introduce the music to the movie, to the music. You know what I mean? So it's all gonna always be together. So the movie details is gonna come out through the music. Right. Because the music is telling the story of the movie, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Because it's all true. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just all true about me. You know what I mean? So
let me ask right quick. So is it going to be like a soundtrack, or is it going to be like the streets is watching kind
of? I don't want to say soundtrack or streets is watching. I'll lean towards soundtrack because the reason why I want to say, because the streets is watching was like something they made up. You know what I mean? This has so much truth to it. It's basically like we can go with soundtrack. Let's go with soundtrack. Let's go with soundtrack. Let's definitely go with soundtrack because every part of the movie, every part of the music is painting the picture of the scene of the movie. Gotcha. It's that deep, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's call it a soundtrack. I can go with that.
Yeah, that's dope right there. And they're gonna come out around the same time, or is it gonna be the EP first, then the movie, or how's that going?
The videos for the EP is basically gonna be like the trailer for the movie.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I'm hoping that we can finish shooting, finalizing, editing everything by December. You know what I mean? Like. And everybody kind of saying, "Oh, that's kind of fast." But remind you, Friday was shot in 2 days.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it can't happen. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
and it's gonna be kind of simple. So it's gonna work out. You know what I mean? God willing.
Yeah, that's the thing right there. It's definitely gonna happen. Let me see what the next one. That was the interlude freestyle. It sounded like this one looked like shit on.
This shit right here is crazy. This is my fun track right here. Like this right here is like basically you know, you feeling good about yourself. You got, you know, sometimes you know, like when you go out of town, I mean, you put that shit on.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Me throw that shit on real quick. Like change your walk up right quick.
Everything. You got on every bracelet, every ring, every chain, I got that shit on, but also you could be that guy in the city that put that city on.
Right.
So I got that. You know what I mean? Like whatever you're bringing to the table to that city at that moment is you got that shit on. You know what I mean? Like I got my bitch with me. She bad. She got that shit on. You know what I mean? My nigga real. He keep it real 100% of the time. He got that shit on. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like you consistent with your shit. You got your shit on. You know what I mean? Like
I like that.
You can use it however you want to use it. The 9 to 5 motherfucker, he get up, he putting his suit together. As soon as he tighten his tie, he got his shit on. You know what I mean? Like
I like that, bro.
It's a feel good track.
Hell yeah, we need those.
Absolutely.
Yo, exclusive listen, first time. June 28th it drops. Y'all getting the preview right now. Yo, it's exclusive. Yo, be sure to support purplehearted.com. MrRaleighNC, you already know you're exclusively on the Proof and the Pudding Podcast Show. Let's get it.
The Proof Podcast. And y'all can pre-order that right now. Right now. You ain't gotta wait. You can let me know you want it right now. I'll send it to you.
Go copy that right now. He said he gonna send it to you. You ain't gotta wait.
You can put that shit on.
Put that shit on.
Get this shit on. I got this shit on. I got this shit on. I'm riding through your city, got this shit on. I'm riding through your city, got this shit on. I'm riding through your city, got this shit on. I'm riding through your city, got this shit on. Wrist on the brick, got this shit on. Pussy shit, nigga, got this shit on. Rings for a split, got this shit on. A bad bitch when they got this shit on. I ride through your city, got this shit on. I ride through your city, got this shit on. I ride through your city, got this shit on. I ride through your city, got this shit on. I'm back that you still got this shit on. Whip it to the strip, got this shit on. My niggas too. Got this shit on. I've been doing the deal, got this shit on. Took a flight down to Texas, got my shit on. Say I was plugging with some sockets, got my feet on. Solid ground, I'm like what we on. I'm in your city for these bitches, need my team strong. This shit recruiting, the concept, for my solutions be reviewing. These teams and shooting, I'm flying, moving, no weapon. Just phone to get some, just slow the movement up. Solo, and made it out. I'm spinning, nigga, okay, go show me places. I ain't been in a while. I'ma hit that road, nigga, been like that since a child. I'ma pitch a couple, send it, all I need is a smile. And I'm a worldwide, nigga, all I need is a time. I'll be riding through your city, dropping shit off. Send the cash, drop it there, nigga, get off. They gon' hop back in my bitch and get my shit off. They gon' hop back in the hood and get my shit off. I'm riding through your city, got this shit on. I'm riding through your city. Got this shit on. I'm riding through your city, got this shit on. I'm riding through your city, got this shit on.
Riding through the city with my shit on. I got that shit on.
I'm riding through the city, got this shit on. Man, I listen to that shit every morning when I'm riding through the city, but that shit just do something to me.
Yo, and that's the thing.
If y'all got speakers in the trunk,
forget about it.
Just the one for you right here. You heard me.
This whole heard it said riding through Texas in the beginning. In the version it said riding through Texas.
Yeah, I said I took a flight down to Texas, got my shit on. See, I was plugging with some sockets, got my feet on. Solid ground. I'm like what we on. I'm in your city. Fuck these bitches, need my team strong.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, I mean, that's another story. You feel me?
Yeah. That's facts right there, yo. I like that joint right there. Yeah, I can't wait to see that one live. That's one of those club performance tracks.
Yes, right yes. I've been rehearsing that one as well for a lot. That's definitely one that's gonna be performed. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a fact right there. So I think this is the last one coming up, right? And
yes,
if I'm mistaken, this is the last one. Time flies. Yeah.
Time flies like flies to shit. You know, like a lot of people might think I'm saying like time flies, like the time be like going fast.
Right.
What I'm saying is time flies like flies to shit, like niggas, like people stick around just like flies to shit. Like once they find good shit to be on, that's where they gonna be at.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, don't expect people to be around when it's either when you know when it seems like when you're doing good is when you find the distance in people because they actually didn't want you doing that. They don't want to see that shit.
you win.
They don't want to see you shitty. They come around when it's shitty. You feel me?
Right.
They like to keep you there. You feel me?
Keep
Like,
you there.
around when it's shitty. You feel me? When the light hit, when God blessing you, people don't want to see that. They disappear and they make you feel a certain type of way. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I mean by time flies. You know what I mean? People change. Niggas, the hook explained it all.
All right.
This is kind of laid back. This is the last joint. This is kind of a laid back. It's kind of basically saying I'm still here for all the people that kind of like turned their back on me. Cause this EP right here, man, I recorded this while I had COVID. You know what I mean? Like,
wow. So you caught COVID?
I was fucked up with COVID while I recorded. This is what made me record.
I think I remember that. Yeah, we was talking around that time. Like, the whole team got COVID, right?
The whole squad. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I remember that.
So, you know what I mean? Like, and I kind of went through that dolo. It kind of opened my eyes to a lot of people. You know what I mean? A lot of just everything. You know what I mean? Like, you know, a lot of people went through that shit in the hospital. I was blessed to be able to go through it right here in my crib. You know what I mean? But still, a lot of people chose that time to show their ass. You feel me? And time, you know what I mean? That's why I call them time flies. You know what I mean? Y'all, you know, they come around when shit is shitty, but when God blessing you, they don't want to acknowledge that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's what that is. This song right here is called Time Flies. To everybody that doubted, that wanted to see me fall, that turned their back on me, I'm still here. You know what I mean? And I'm still shitting in different places that are beautiful. You know what I mean?
Right.
Y'all can even fly on this type of shit. You feel me? It's expensive, dude, nigga.
Yo, I wish I had the bomb to drop right there. Yo, we drop a bomb on them right there, yo.
You feel me? That one includes bombs on these niggas here.
All right.
Time fly, niggas change. It's too, no game. Strategize, I'm pain. Still remain. Time fly, niggas change. It's too, no game. Strategize, I'm pain. Still remain. Time flies, niggas change, even bitches too. They love to see you fall, say it's pitiful, but on the real, only God seem to pity fools. It's when you have your back turned when they make a move. Tell me not to be a stranger, but soon as niggas leave, see they treat me like a stranger. Never do I leave without the bang. Be your best friend, be the aim. Coming from the struggle, shit have changed. Now I live a lifestyle, have them hang. Time flies, exchange. It's too, no game. Strategize, I'm pain. Still remain. Time flies, exchange. It's too, no game. Strategize, I'm pain. Still remain. Still here, nigga. Still remain, nigga. Solid, nigga. Sucker free, nigga. You heard? God's plan. Stop, nigga.
Yo, say that hook right quick, bro. Say that hook real quick, bro. Cause yo. What? Say that hook right quick, bro.
Time flies. Niggas change. Bitches too. Know the game. Strategize. Conquer pain. You still remain. You know what I mean? Like, basically, man, time flies, niggas change, even bitches too. They love to see you fall, say it's pitiful. But on the real, only God seem to pity fools. Cause when you have your back turned, when they make a move, they tell you not to be a stranger. But soon as niggas leave, see, they treat you like a stranger.
Wow. Yeah.
That's
the
some
thing,
real
bro.
shit, man.
That's some real shit, bro.
Man, take control of your life, man. Stop fucking with fake people, man. That's basically what I stand for. You feel me?
Yeah, that's the thing right there, bro. And we got some comments. They played it while the music was playing. I definitely love the message because that's real. They put the strong up there on that, and then definitely. So yo, people definitely relate, yo. Time flies, yo. People change, niggas and bitches. You know what I'm saying? So
conquer
it's
yourself.
hard out here, bro.
You know what I mean? Once you, and I just want to say, you know what I mean? Like my message to the people ain't the music. That's the way of me getting the attention. The message to the people is to follow God. You know what I mean? Because time flies, people change, niggas and bitches, but God never does. You know what I mean? Like
never changes.
You know what I mean? So and then whatever, that's what kept me strong dealing with anything that I've ever dealt with. You know what I mean? The only person that I truly can say that never turned off their ringer, never turned their cheek. You know what I mean? And that was just that's God. You know what I mean? So you find peace in people, but find your faith and find your pleasures in God. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you dropping knowledge on them now, bro. You dropping knowledge, yo. But you always been dropping knowledge, yo.
You always do, man. Look, we get together, we build. You feel me?
We build. That's a fact right there, bro. That's the thing.
You know, that's it. Yeah. That's it. You feel me?
Yo, that's a fact right there. So, yo, that's dropping June 28th. They can order it now. PurpleHearted.com. They can cop that right now, yo. Support that. Yo, so let me ask you, right? How important is the content in the lyrics? Because we're living in an era now where it's like anything goes. How important to you is the lyrics and the content, and how accountable do you hold yourself to the words that you're putting out there in the atmosphere?
See, that's what makes me different from a lot of, I feel like, a lot of artists, because if you're telling your truth shouldn't be censored.
Right.
If you're telling a lie, yeah, watch what you say. You know what I mean? Like, and before it be for the listener, it should be for your own karma.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, watch what you put out there for your own sake. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Just tell your truth, man. Because if you're telling the truth, who gives a fuck how somebody else feels? You know what I mean? I don't care how somebody feel about what they heard me say, because that's how I feel. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
But if I was tailoring the music toward a certain demographic, or if I was being hired to be a rapper and I was told to rap about, I would definitely say watch what you say. You know what I mean? Because you're at that point, you're creating the message. But if I'm a big believer in, you either got it or you don't.
Right.
So that's the same with the message. You either got a message or you don't. You either got the God in you or you don't. You know what I mean? You either got the truth in you or you're living a lie. So I can't really speak to the people that live lies, because they lying anyway. Right. But the people that's telling the truth, just continue to speak that truth, because your truth should never be censored. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's real right there. And that's definitely real right there. So let's talk about the acting a little bit. How did you get into the movies and films? I know we got the film coming. How did you first fall in love with acting and films?
Back when I forgot that young lady's name, man. I haven't seen her since. I think she was just a vessel to open doors for me that day. But back when Richard Moore was running for governor, I don't know if y'all remember Richard Moore. But I helped with that campaign when he was running for governor, and they were shooting a commercial, and they were trying to hire someone to act as a black college student,
right,
on a college campus, which was odd. Ask me why they couldn't find a real one. You know what I mean? But that's how I got the bug. She was like, "Yo, I want you to meet the governor. I think you would do great with this role they might have for you. They want you to act as a black college student." And she actually was the writer for his speeches.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she wrote his speeches. So they don't write their own shit, no.
No, black politicians now. Black woman?
Yes. black woman was writing the governor's speeches when he was running. He didn't win though, probably because people, I was in the commercial with him. So probably somebody was like, "Yo, is that my what you call it in the commercial with the rich with the."
Wow.
But that's
Wow.
how I got the behind the camera bug. Is from them because um, my job was to be the black college student and to make Richard Moore laugh.
Right.
And I had him dying. So he kind of gave me all access to this guy in Wilmington, North Carolina. He was like, call this guy, and he'll just put you on like walkthroughs and shit like that. And that from then on, when I call that guy, I've always had the avenue to for the acting thing. You know what I mean? So that's how that started. Richard Moore, when he was running for governor of North Carolina, I was helping out with that campaign. That's how my acting career started.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. All right. You're taking me fast, bro. MrRaleighNC. How are you going to govern a campaign? How are you a part of that? Like, yo, because people would think, yo, you rap, you doing this, he ain't doing that. But it's like, yo, you do a little bit of everything. So, yo, what was that experience like working on that?
You talking about with the governor, you said?
With the governor. And then even connecting with him, getting, he's giving you the plug in Wilmington. Like, people would never think.
Man, I find myself in places that be the oddest, but I will only say communication. You know what I mean? Like I talk. You know what I mean? Like I talk to people, I ask questions, shit,
Right.
And then and I find ways to get personal with people, and then they just once people are allowed to be themselves, I feel like they just give you the world. And that's how I got into it, man. That experience was crazy because that's when I realized how. Man, I don't want to say this on your shit because you know what I mean. But politics is fake as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like that's when that's when I learned like, okay, everything is accounted for. Like nothing is a mistake. You know what I mean? Right. Like you know how they be like, oh, I can't believe he said that. Like they knew he was gonna say that. Like they knew Trump was gonna say that. They knew it's all on paper, bro. You know what I mean? Like everything is accounted for. All the way up to who's gonna win. You know what I mean? Like they know that at the beginning, bro. Like they, and the social, and I learned about how there will never really be that justice that minorities is looking for. Like it's all a game. You know what I mean? Like politics, it's all about who get the information first and who uses it to their advantage. You know what I mean? Other than that, people don't matter when it comes to politics. Politics is politics. You know what I mean? Like it was a very interesting experience. I learned a lot. It kind of shaped my. It took me away from that hood mentality.
Right.
It gave me a perspective of it being bigger than just us.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the people are being jerked around more so of it being a culture. You know what I mean? So it kind of broadened my horizon on being outside of my community, outside of the hood and shit. I got a chance to be like, oh, okay, this is the other side. This shit here crazy too.
You know no, that's a fact.
Yeah,
that's definitely a fact. So let me ask you, if you could give a message, or you could say anything to the brothers out there, what would you tell them?
Be you. You know what I mean? Don't be what the culture has shaped us to be. You know what I mean? Like, cause we have minds that are way greater than the things that we do. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody got to eat however they got to eat. You know what I mean? This country was built on bullshit, so let's not just get it twisted. You know what I mean? But as far as our role in this country, our role in our community, we need to broaden our horizon, broaden our brains. You know what I mean? Like, we need more of something different, man. I want to see us start doing shit different. you know, like our story need to change. You know
Right.
what I mean? Like everybody ain't from the motherfucking hood. Everybody ain't had it bad. Everybody don't need to sell dope. Everybody don't need to be riding around with the chopper. Everybody don't need to be so fucking tough. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, let's relax a little bit and take advantage of the opportunities besides the bullshit. You know what I mean? That's about it. The only thing I could really say from my brothers in my community. You know what I mean? Like we could be so much more, but we're tailored to think a certain way. You know what I mean? Even with this entertainment shit, all this shit is cool, all this shit is fun.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I have other businesses going on. Like I work, you know what I mean? We got me and my partner, we got this trucking thing going. Like we exercise. I do IT. I got an IT company. We
Wow.
got the clothing brand. Like, you know, like we exercise our brains to do more than what's expected of us as a community. You know what I mean? Like I challenge each brother to get a trade in something besides music, something besides entertainment. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
get a trade in something that um, that's an asset to the daily working society. You know what I mean? Start doing something that helps change people's lives. Let's start focusing on things just outside of what's a given. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like every time that I meet people and they ask me what I do, it's not like when I tell them. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
we need the ah moments. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
they don't do the ah shit until I tell them something besides entertainment, because that's what they look forward for us to be doing. You know what I mean? Like so, you
Right.
know, let's have fun. Let's get our money up and let's broaden. Let's take over everything. You know what I mean? Let's be the
Everything.
best rapper, producer, engineer, technologist, fucking doctor, lawyer. Let's take over every fucking thing. Let's not
Yeah.
stop at what we're stopping at.
Yeah.
You know what I
That's
mean? That's my
that's
message to the brother.
yeah. That's real right there. So let's tell them about Purple Hearted Radio.
Purple Hearted Radio. The Purple Hearted Radio is a radio podcast that broadcasts everybody worldwide. Like if you want to get your music heard, your poetry heard, you want to call in and just vent. Shit, if you want to put episodes of Proof Podcast on it, you know what I mean, you can. Like it's a platform for everybody to have an avenue to be on the radio. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because one of the things that you and I used to hate back in the day was that fight to be on the fucking radio,
Yeah,
the
that's a
fight to
fact.
just be heard. You know what I mean? And we're actually we're doing so good overseas. You'll be a fool not to send me your music
Right.
for it to be spent. You know what I mean? Like a lot of artists right now out of Raleigh, North Carolina, they should tap into to the overseas area just off of my radio station alone.
Right.
Y'all are known over there and y'all don't even know it. You know what I mean? Because that's an avenue that should be taken advantage of. I'm telling you, you know what I mean? But I ain't gonna beat your door down and let you know that you're doing good over there. You should
Right.
be tapping in, you know what I mean?
Should
But
be tapping in.
that platform is strictly for everybody. That's not even for me. You know what I mean? But you can get your interviews off. You can we talk mental health. Like I said, you can call in and you can just shoot me an email. Say, yo, I want to just vent and I want
Right.
to air it out because somebody could be going through the same thing. I'm going to air that out for you. Um, and that's just basically what that is, man. That's like a that's like a platform for like everything. You know what I mean? Music.
Right.
I got music mixed on. We just play just music. I got mixed music on there. You want to just ride? Let's do some music. Or you want to damn vent and hear some crazy shit? We talked about the COVID. You know, like I said, anything, man. Like I encourage anybody to call in and get more involved with that. You should get more involved with it yourself,
Yeah.
brother.
I'm with that. Yo, you got a number for it? Do you got the number, or is it on the website too?
Just go to the website, tap in, or you can just email me at purpleheartedllc@gmail.com. That's purpleheartedllc@gmail.com. And preferably, I prefer people to come to assist me with like issues and topics. You know what I mean? I got enough music. You know what I mean? I want to branch more out into trying to change more lives, get in touch with more people, So I'm looking for like mental health advisors, teachers, people like you that tap into like the depths of artists. Yeah, we're trying to get to the point where somebody may listen to it one day and it change their life. You feel me?
Nah, I feel you, and it's needed. There's an outlet, and there's a voice for the people that don't have a voice. And it's like, again, like they encourage somebody else. I'm not alone.
Right.
So it changes the life. Definitely changes the life. And I want to make sure this is right. PurpleHeartedLLC@gmail.com.
Yes, sir. Yes. Sir.
All right. So y'all be sure to tap in right there with that. Definitely, yo, and that's definitely needed. Is there anything that we might have missed, bro, that the people need to know about? Is there anything that we might have skipped over?
Pretty much everything. Like I said, tune in to purplehearted.com, man. You basically stay in tune with everything I got going on. I update that every 2 days. The next interview I got coming out is with Chelsea. February 13th, we're gonna be at Doja Lounge in Wilkes and Wendell with the we call it Take Beta Brunch. It's a pre-Valentine's Day dinner. The pre-Valentine's Day brunch. We're gonna have a light performance by Madison Guard and Chelsea, and I myself made and Deja are gonna do a couple other tracks that you heard tonight.
Dope.
Very grown and sexy. Every event that I do is grown and sexy. You know what I mean? You gotta put your shit on.
Put them good clothes on.
Put
that shit on.
Got that shit on. Put your mind, man, you will embarrass yourself. Come on, we're gonna like anything.
Right.
You're gonna look around like, damn. We come in there, I pull the Stacy's out. You know what I mean? I might even go to the Puerto Ricans and put, you know what I mean? Put the little joint in my shit. You feel me?
Right. So that's February 13th at the Doja Lounge.
Doja Lounge on February 13th. Those tickets go on sale. What's today? Today's Monday.
Monday the 31st.
On the 1st. I'm gonna drop them tickets on the 1st.
Okay, bad. Doja Lounge. That's Wilson? Doja Lounge. That's Wilson? Or where's Doja Lounge?
Doja Lounge in Wendell.
Wendell, North Carolina.
Wendell,
February 13th.
Follow at MrRaleighNC at Purple Hearted Radio. You'll get all the information. They got like a crazy menu. It's just a sexy ass environment. You know what I mean? You'd be a fool to wear jeans. You know what I mean? But and then June 28th. June 28th is there's the birthday bash at Bowstring of Raleigh. It's a very, very sexy outside event.
Dope.
For the grown and sexy, it's a mutual ground for the city. You know what I mean? So people can come there and not be too worried. You know what I mean?
Right, you're good right there. This is good. You're good over there.
All cultures can come there and be safe. You know what I mean? That's going to kick off the tour. You know what I mean? So yes, please just tune in to purplehearted.com, 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 purplehearted.com. This EP, the Lar'E project, man, this is the biggest shit coming out this year. I don't care who you fucking with, who's dropping. It should have dropped before me. You know?
It's over. Let me throw that up there again.
Yes, sir. That's it. That shit is sexy. Damn, that shit fire. But yeah, man, that's good. That's the hot. They were my producers right there at the bottom. You
Monopoly Beats.
Like they're not in the States as well. You know what I mean?
Oh, right.
One of them is rough. Like they nasty with it, bro. Like they nasty with it. Like
that's
the thing. I'll check my email. I have 14 more.
Yeah, that's how it be, bro. And that's the thing right there. You deserve it, though, bro. You've been putting that work in. It's like, yo, again, I was saying earlier, yo, I'm proud of your evolution. Proud of you innovating. You always recreating the wheel. You're not doing everything that everybody's doing. You're always doing something fresh. You're bringing the grown and sexy to the lyrics. You're bringing love back to the game. It's like you said, you're an entrepreneur. 3 businesses. You got the trucking, the clothing company, and then you got IT.
Oh, you broke up. You froze.
I'm good. Can you hear me? Yeah. They say you got 3 businesses. You got IT work, the trucking company, and then you got clothing.
And then the IT, you know what I mean? We do the installation. We do the fiber, the Cat 5, Cat 6. we exercise our brains to get this money.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's a fact right there, bro. And I definitely appreciate you coming up here. Down the road, I'm gonna have to bring you back for an update.
Absolutely. See, I want you to, if you can, man, broadcast live, man, on my birthday bash, man, because I'm not gonna be able to do it. I need a, because I'm gonna be all over the place that day.
Yeah, let's make it June 28th. Let's make that happen.
June 28th, man. Y'all check in with the Proof Podcast. Hopefully he could be blessed to broadcast live. So if you can't make it, you can still witness the whole thing. We're gonna have it set up to where you have you can just sit back and relax and still enjoy the show with all the cameras and just be in tune to your. We just need your code. But
that'll work.
Other than that, man, like, please just keep tuning in. I'm proud of you too, man. Let me give you your flowers too, man, because like, bro, like reinventing yourself and keeping it going, coming from where y'all come from, man. Y'all been doing this shit just as long as me. You know what I mean? Like literally, like, and y'all been independent just as long as me. You know what I mean? Like, I remember when Team Collective started. You know what I mean? And y'all basically do the same shit I do. You know what I mean? Y'all keep it family. You keep it professional. Y'all keep it tight. You keep it clean. It looks good. It's always good presentation. Your marketing, everything is great. You know what I mean? I want to see all of us reach that level that we deserve. You know what I mean? And we all just keep doing what we're doing, come together, pray, and work together as one. We all reach those goals, man. So, again, I'm proud of you too, brother.
Yeah, salute, big salute, bro. You got any shout outs, anything you want to get?
Shit, man. Shout out to my brother right now, man. We're going through some shit, man. We just lost a very significant family member. So, like, we got that news actually today. You know,
wow.
Like, I took a break. I took a break from that news to make sure that we got this right here done. Right. And I can't show you some love, but I'm about to get right back to that. So shout out Prince Loyalty right now, my brother. Right now, we're going through some shit, right? And I'm about to get back to that. Everybody else know I love them. You know, you know what I mean. But my love goes strongest to who needed the most right now. And that's my brother. Right. But again, just follow me, man. Shop purplehearted.com. Shout out Proof Podcast. Shout out everybody that's watching, because we are nothing without y'all. You know what I mean. And so shout out you guys and shout out God. You know what I mean.
Yeah, that's a fact right there. Much love to you and your family. Your salute to your brother. My condolences if it was that type of situation. I don't know, but I'm sending love to y'all and peace. You get what I mean? Yeah, bro, continue to keep grinding, yo. If you need me, anytime, bro. As always, love, man. I salute y'all. My hat's off. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, whether you watch the live or you watch the playback. Be sure to follow MrRaleighNC on Instagram. You can follow him, MrRaleighNC, on purplehearted.com. That's the website. June 28th. The album drops. You can get it now. You can pre-order right now. You can get it today. You got to order it. We're going to shoot it to you right now, so you don't have to wait. purplehearted.com. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Yo, salute to you, brother. Much love. Everybody go in peace and love. Y'all have a blessed week, and everybody stay safe, yo. We love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. All right, we up out of here. All right.